Hi there, this is Craft Iberians video number 2. So you can see most of them are completed now. I've got a couple more I'll show you in a minute that are almost done. But this is the first rank of them. And I think they've come up very well. I've done them pretty colourfully. And yeah, I'm quite happy with them. Let me take them out and we can show them individually. So they do have a nice different range of armour types. Sort of cardiothorax there, this guy with the scale, and then a number in the chainmail, really characteristic Celtic sort of chainmail for the Celt Iberians. And the big commander is a superb figure. So my initial impressions were a bit slim and that they were a little tricky to work with because of the fact they were all moulded as one. Some of the spears were broken off and some of the bits were hard to get at, and little bits of extra resin in hard to remove places, including the face. One of the guys lost his nose and I reconstructed it here. Where is he? I put a bit of blood effect on it to make it look like he's got a broken nose. It's not him. Where is he? Yeah, this guy here. So he's a bit odd looking. That's what happens when you get a broken nose. So yeah, I mean, when I was painting them up, it did confirm those issues. They just are a little tricky to work with in that regard, but they come up nicely. Beautiful figures, fantastic designs. I love how he's gone about them. I just personally think they'd be better if they were a bit more modular. And I notice on his Facebook page, this is Barry Hill, who's the designer, he's put up some questions for people, asking whether they prefer them to be made in that way with, say, a separate shield and maybe even separate heads and so on, so you can assemble them a bit yourself and get into them and paint behind the shields and so on. He mentioned also that the resin he uses is a bit more flexible than what I got here, so he doesn't have any problems with the breakages. So maybe that's part of it, the mixture used. And also, as I said, if you're doing your own 3D printing, you can modify the scale a bit and make them a little bit wider, which certainly would be my preference. All right, that's them. I will show you a couple more in a couple of seconds. Here we go. So this is the last two guys finished. So this is the Carnix blowing fella, and actually he's turned out beautifully. He is my single most favourite, I think, of all these ones. And then this final fella here, who I've used a transfer on the top of the shield. Again, the spear broke off. I thought that one actually looked alright, just leaving it off as if he's got a shorter spear poking into the ground. So they've really come up very nicely. I just take those guys off and let you focus on the two new ones. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see. I'll take a still photo or two of these guys to show them better, but I'm proud of him because he's actually got eyes that I've managed to paint hidden in behind the base of the Carnix, and they sort of look like he's blowing for all he's worth. So he's come well. This guy, he was kit bashed a bit, so he's got a Victrix head. He was another one whose face got a bit deformed when I was trying to get off some of the extra resin and broke his nose off and stuff. So I got sick of it and just chopped his head off and gave him a new one. So he shows you can kit bash him a little bit. The heads of the Victrix are a little bigger, a bit more heroic kind of styling than these ones, which are very realistic. So it looks a little funny. I don't think it goes too badly though on there. So there you have it. This is Barry Hill making more Iberians. I've seen a few on his Facebook page, so have a look if you're interested. And yeah, see what you think. I reckon they're beautiful, and as I've said a few times, if you've got your own 3D printer, you can modify them exactly how you want. Okay, catch you soon.